Hey guys, it's Monica and welcome back to Period 6 Designs. Today I'm going to show you how I make what I call the summer freeze tumbler. So essentially I'm going to be showing you, I go from this plain silver tumbler, you can just pick up at Walmart, this is the Ozark Trail 20-ounce tumbler, to this beautiful neon rainbow colored and white glitter, chunky glitter tumbler. First, I'm starting out with these 5 neon colored glitters. I actually picked these up in a sample pack from a local store called NOLA Craft Culture. So if you're here in New Orleans, you can pick these up. So a pretty neon blue, a neon green, a neon orange, a neon pink, and a neon yellow. And I'm sorry I don't have the colors. None of these were actually labeled. And so what you see, I have primed the cup with just a flat white primer spray paint, and I'm gonna go in with the Mod Podge method. I'm not using the epoxy method because how I'm doing the glitter, I don't want it to move a lot. And so doing Mod Podge is the best method when you're gonna do something like this. And also because I'm using so many colors and I'm not going directly in with like one color, and so I'm making sure to leave it, I'm not making it like thick and bulky, but I'm leaving a thicker coat of Mod Podge than I normally would if I were just doing a single color, like a 2-color ombre, because it's gonna take me longer to work with the glitter. And so I'm making the coat thicker than I normally would in on a standard 1 or 2 color tumbler. So that's what you'll see is me, making the coat a little thicker, make sure I have a good layer and good coverage. That way it gives me time to work with the Mod Podge prior to it starting to dry, because Mod Podge actually dries very fast. If you don't work fast enough, you'll notice you'll start getting dry spots. So I definitely recommend leaving a thicker coating. As you can see, it's not the smoothest, but like I said, it's thick enough that it gives me time to work with. And so I thought for this one I was gonna do a swirl, but as soon as I started dumping the glitter, I'm like, I don't think a swirl is gonna work in this case, so I'm gonna just kind of throw it on here. No rhyme or reason. Like I said, I really wanted to do a swirl, but it didn't seem like a swirl was gonna happen. And I've never like really truly swirled before, and so I'm kind of just doing my own thing. Because I like the swirl look, how it like kind of seems like it's going in like a swirl direction, almost like when you turn it on a tumbler. So I try to keep it, going like that. Oh yeah, and one good suggestion is have a stack of papers underneath when you're doing glitter. That way, because again, you're working with the Mod Podge, it dries really fast, is to just have a stack of papers underneath, and that way you can just set the glitter down, move the paper with the glitter on it, and then move on to the next color, and then you can come back after the fact and then dump the glitter back in their respective jars. And that's all you see me doing, you guys. I'm literally just kind of putting the colors where I feel. And I love how the pink and the blue made that pretty purple color. It always makes me want to go see if they have a neon purple, because I think that would be really dope with this color scheme. So yeah, what I'm doing, I'm just filling in spots with the glitter, trying to kind of keep it in a direction, but I'm realizing that the glitter is kind of doing its own thing. It's making blobs, it's making lines, it's making swiggles. So I'm just kind of throwing it wherever my heart desires at this point. So now I'm just gonna go in with the orange and kind of fill in all the spots that are left with the orange. And this is, I've slowed the video down right here to real time, just so you can see me pouring it real time. And honestly, like I said, I moved pretty fast when I did this because that Mod Podge will start drying on you and you'll start getting dry spots, and that just won't be pretty. And so I did do the bottom of this cup, which you won't see in this video, but I did that off camera, excuse me, because it's hard to do on camera because you gotta have to stand over it and make sure like the glitter is not and the glue's not going like everywhere. And so I did do the bottom, I just did it off camera. And now I'm making this really weird glitter spot right here. I don't know why I just didn't fill it in with one color or just fill it in with orange, but I just randomly threw pink and blue in there, and just, you can see it looks a little weird, but whatever. Like I said, this is my personal cup for myself. So I'm just showing you how that looks. And so what I do after this is that I just go in with a clear spray paint to seal all that in, so when I go to epoxy it, it doesn't spread and the colors flow into each other, because that would be tragedy, and I've learned my lesson the hard way with that. And so here you seeing, I'm just, like I said, I sealed it with a clear spray paint, and I applied one layer of spent epoxy on it. And so that's just one really good thick layer of epoxy, and you see it spinning. And so next, you guys, what I did off camera is that I went and sprayed it again, covered the whole thing in that same flat white spray paint. That's after I let the epoxy cure. And so like all these things happen days apart. So next I'm going in with, like I showed you really quick, that 91% alcohol. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna help take that spray paint off. And you guys, this is a tedious process. It probably took me well over an hour to get the design on the cup that I ended up with. And it just takes, and please wear gloves. I only wear one glove because I always feel like I need to only have on one glove, but definitely wear a glove with the hand that you're gonna be using the alcohol with. Because it might start irritating you or anything like that. So definitely please wear a glove. But you can see when you rub hard enough, it'll expose the glitter underneath. So that's how you do those peekaboo method and peekaboo cups. And I have another video where I did the bumblebee cup, kind of similar, but I did it with vinyl. And so I'm just gonna show you this really quick on the side of the tumbler where I am taking the alcohol and rubbing really hard, really vigorously to get that spray paint off. And like I said, guys, this is a tedious process. So if you're making these cups for profit, I'm sorry, but people have to be willing to pay for these, because the labor of love that it requires is so much more than a standard glitter cup. And so you can see where that paint is coming off. And so I'm gonna finish the rest off camera. And so you guys, that's what I ended up with. And so when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I like that, that's cute, but it's missing something. And so I went in with Mod Podge on the white areas, and I actually used this NOLA Craft Culture glitter, another glitter. This is like a chunky glitter, and I'll leave the name of it in the description box below. Because I just picked this up when the day before actually I got these glitters, and I'm like, this cup needs it. And so you can see, like I said, I went in there with Mod Podge, and just on the white areas, and I put that glitter on there. And then once again, I came in with a really good coat of the clear coat spray paint to seal all that in, because again, that's a chunky glitter. And so, you know, the chunky glitters can kind of spread. Did one layer of that chunky glitter as well, only on the white areas, and then like I said, I sprayed it and then I stuck it back on here, and I ended up doing 2 layers of spent epoxy on it. And you guys, it is beautiful. And that chunky glitter did move a little bit, but I definitely think it helps with the aesthetics of the cup and kind of giving it more sparkle and shine and little points of light to pick up on when you turn it. And what you end up with is a beautiful cup that looks like this. Like I said, I'm calling this Summer Freeze. Summer because the beautiful neon colors that are in the cup, and then the freeze because of the white kind of snowy feel to the cup. But I think this cup is beautiful. I'm in love with it. I had like a vision, and I don't even know if this was my vision, but I love the way it turned out regardless. And I think this is really cool. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. If you want to purchase one of these cups, if you don't want to make one yourself, they're all going to be unique. You can definitely pick one up at the link below. please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.